There are two ways to know your passion. We will share that with you because that tends to be the largest mystery for all. There are two ways for embodied souls to come to the knowing of what their passion is, or maybe what they even feel is their soul's intention for an experience this time around. One is to already know it. From the time you were little, you were passionate about something, you absolutely loved something, you've known all along. Awesome. And the other one is your biggest difficulty that you have overcome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Jeneth Blackard.
And I'm Lyanca.
And this is the Haute Mystic Morning Show. Today we're talking with Kasey Speer. And we are talking with Julius, who is a channeled entity that she has been channeling since 2008. I've interviewed her on my very first show called New Wealth Experience, and it's been years. And I recently got back into listening to a couple things that she did, and I was like, just, wow, things have changed, and it's super exciting.
Today in Mystic Space for the news, we have a 12/12 portal coming up tomorrow. And this is simultaneous with the solar storm that we're experiencing with the X-class solar flare that happened on the December 6th. So we still are having some remnants of that storm. We had another little bit of a charge coming in. And also, it is just a really good time for you to allow things to fall away. We've been through that whole time where we were like, okay, everything's falling away. Everything is coming up. So it's bubbling up so that we can get rid of it. And now we're in a time where we can start to expand and be with our intuition. We can start to really embody what we are receiving as our gifts and allowing those things to open up. So I really highly suggest everybody start doing some stuff with maybe journaling. That's my favorite word, right? And also just writing down anything that's coming through, whether that's hieroglyphs or just pictures, or you're not really sure. Open up your voice diction and just go and flow. And then also give yourself time to meditate, especially during this time, and ask for an intention, set the intention for this time for the 12/12. And that's what I got for Mystic Space Weather News.
I've got today for Morning Brew with Woo. I was at my physical therapy yesterday, and I've been sharing the whole background story of how I've gotten stem cell therapy for my hip joint that is a little clanky in there, and some of the journey and some of the journeys that I'm now following. And you can follow the whole story on Instagram at Haute Hustle Live. So again, that's Haute Hustle Live. Please join us over there. I'm sharing my stem cell journey and my PT and my joint wellness, and probably will move into all wellness in general.
I love that.
But check this out. So she has me doing EMDR with physical therapy now.
Okay.
And
it's
so
really popular lately.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that connection was real. Like, I knew it was really good on block work, breaking some of the limiting beliefs.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't realize it was so good on breaking limiting patterns, which is the same sort of with how you use your body.
Ooh,
so she gave me this mallet. I did the eye movement, just doing focus work, and she'd have me do something and then test me, and then we do it again. And then she would actually ask my body to hold it like a mold, to lock it into place, which is awesome. I was like, wow, that is magical.
I was going to say, she's using a lot of mysticism and magic, and I feel like that's
a lot
really
of nervous system stuff too.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
It's great. I do have some woo with celebrity news.
Celebrity news.
This is a quick one. I was watching the Kardashians, and Kris Jenner is trying to get Scott to stop vaping.
Oh, God.
I remember like keeping up the Kardashians. She was a smoker, so I could see her kind of fuel underneath it.
Sure.
And I can't help you myself, but I know a great hypnotherapist. And I was like, I'm a hypnotherapist. My partner's a hypnotherapist. And I was thinking vaping and smoking, and that is almost like turnkey for hypnotherapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was quite interesting. You get to watch him under hypnosis. And,
fun.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah.
I thought that was just fun that some of the celebs are bringing in some of the practices that we even do.
We've been saying in woo and celebrity news So spiritual leader and money queen author Amanda Frances joins the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she's starting tomorrow. One of the controversies about that, though, was some of the people that were asking, like in the spiritual community, like, how do we feel about that?
Yeah.
And the reason why is because we know that on Bravo, they tend to be a little bit, let's just say for lack of better words, they're controversial. They're conflict. They bring it, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, you've seen the wine glass flying and all of this stuff. So where does that really fit for some of the spiritual that she brings? And I sat with it and I thought, yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I bet she's going to be amazing on it.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, she'll be like,
a crystal for you.
I know.
Okay, I just had to
She's
go
like,
there.
that's an interesting point of view.
You should work on that belief system. So that might be interesting. And hey, Amanda, when you're watching this, just know we're sending out some good luck and sending love your way. And that's what I got for the Woo and Celebrity News.
Let's bring up Kasey. Here you are. We are, pinning you. Hello.
Great to be here. Good morning to you. It's noontime where I'm at, but so just a general greeting to everybody, no matter where you're sitting. It's wonderful to be here.
Thank you. And thank you for making yourself available to channel Julius today. Before we have a topic that we really want to go deep on, and we're excited, and it has to do with these new earth frequencies. And that also brings in a new word that came in while I was channeling, which was avatar embodiment, and a couple other things about how it works, like us calling ourselves hologram versus blah, blah, blah. So we want to go deeper on that later in the conversation. But for now, I want you to talk about what really happened for you to get into this work. Like, how did you start channeling?
Yeah, great question. Thank you for that, because the first thing I want to say is everybody channels, right? That's where our information comes from. I really want to encourage everybody to know that there isn't anything particularly isolated or special about any of our gifts that come. We are source. We do everything, okay? And mine started as a child. I do consider myself fortunate to have not been brought up in a religious household. So there wasn't any real preconceived notions about intuitiveness or whether it was good or bad, which can sometimes end up being discouraging for a child. But it started with me seeing people in the room, talking to spirits, talking to ghosts, segued into predictions. People would come and tell me things about my soccer game on Saturday and my softball game. And luckily, my family was supportive of that, but didn't really make a big deal out of it. We didn't dwell on it. We didn't linger on it. It was just part of who I am. In high school, my friends, thankfully, believed my predictions, which a lot of them came through. So it's interesting because I think our gifts build on each other, right? What are we preparing ourselves for our ultimate thing? But the channeling, I think, really occurred with the death experience of my father, which was when I was about 19 years old. And he started coming through me to talk to my mom and my brother. And it was really my brother that noticed that something shifted and got weird about me when I was talking, because we didn't have a word for that. Really.
That's what I noticed
really
about
trailblazed this for a lot of us. And we were talking about that on our pre-call, that you've been doing this for a very long time before this was even popular and before there was really a word for this. And of course, that comes with a lot of scrutiny as well, just because it was unknown. It was different. It was, people just didn't understand it. Sometimes what we don't understand, we fear. So I can sympathize with you for having that experience. What was that like as a young person? And how did you weather that?
Again, I have to tell you, I was so supported, honestly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I was so grateful for that. I have a great group of friends in high school.
Oh, you did good.
Go ask Kasey. Let's ask Kasey this.
Yeah.
I really am blessed that way. I am so grateful for that. As things progressed, a few other people transitioned. The channeling got stronger and stronger. I knew that I wasn't a psychic. I knew that it was something different. So a channel is that, to be clear for your audience, it's when something comes through and uses my body to communicate. You're having a direct communication. Where a medium is on the phone. I'm hearing this and then I'm telling you this. They're in their conscious state. Where channeling is my consciousness kind of gets out of my own way and lets this conversation come through. And just like you said, we didn't know what that was called. What is that? I was concerned, though, because I didn't recall the conversation. And people would bring up, you just said this and you just said that. And I'd be like, I don't remember saying that.
Oh,
so there's
yeah.
a little bit of a concern about whether I was crazy or schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julius came through right around somewhere between 2006 and 2008. I started to get a real sense that there was a particular personality that was speaking through me. There seemed to be a consistent dialogue, a consistent message, and I didn't really have an identifying marker for them. I just called them entities. Jeneth, back when I was on your show, I can't even remember if when I first got grabbed by an agent, if we even used the name Joyous. I actually,
yes, you did.
The very beginning, they were the entities, right? And honestly, it was Colleen, who was my agent at the time, was like, you got to get a name, right? You got to talk to this girl and get a name. I was like, okay.
I get it, though. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And Julius it is a collective consciousness. As we raise our consciousness and get above what they explain to be the 6th level of consciousness, we come into full unified consciousness awareness. So you'll generally hear them refer to themselves as we and they and things of that nature. It's just a high version of perspective. Julius is a strong personality. There are other personalities in the group, but Julius seems to be my main connection. Obviously, other lifetimes with Julius, as all of that has unfolded for me, and the information has come through more and more consistent. I think for my heart, my own security and stuff, I think, Jeneth, like you, both of you, sometimes we go through phases where we question our gifts. Are they real?
No.
Are they not? Are we making this up?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I think it's so important that you say that because people are like, dude, I think I might have channeled, but maybe it's just like something I want to think.
It's more common than not. And especially some of the most gifted channels, they will have those times where, I'm must be making this up. This can't be real. And it's really a lot of surrender in order to step into, okay, no, this is something that's very actually happening, very tangible.
Yeah. And your frequency has everything to do with it, our own personal frequency. So wherever our own frequency is, that's going to be a huge facilitator for the information that's coming through.
Yes.
If we raise our frequency, we get higher information, broader information. I guess I want to say more stable information, more assured information. I channeled Julius in, I want to say, from like 2008 to 2 years ago. In fact, coming up on the anniversary of 2 years ago, I had the same type of frequency for Julius. An atomic bomb hit my life 2 years ago that was either going to literally make me want to kill myself or unleash the phoenix.
Wow.
Yeah.
And thankfully, with Joyus's help, the phoenix came out. So a whole different energy for me in the last couple of years. All kinds of new things from Joyus, more healing gifts, energy gifts, and things of that nature. So just like what you were talking about, and so alignment with the conversation today, energies shifting, things opening up if we choose for them to open rather than close, but also willing to do your work. There isn't anything magical that's going to do the work for you. We get to do it ourselves, but such a joy and such a pleasure to be able to hopefully inspire everybody out there that you can do it. You can do anything that you choose. And for these beautiful women who bring information to you, get on board because it is amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
It's exciting.
It's
like really fun.
I'm excited to take some callers as well. I'm sure there's going to be tons of questions.
I feel like that we've got to really dive into this.
Now.
But first up, we've got our own questions. And we just wanted to see what Julius's thoughts were about this. Here's our theory. And I'm going to let Lyanca just jump off what I'm going to start to say.
Sure, go ahead.
It's exactly what we talked about before the show.
Yep.
So I have this new word in my world called avatar embodiment, that where we truly are, quote, a projection. And we want more information on how
that all works. So
Yes.
I think the problem, the crux is that when people say the word hologram, they think that there's something that you can step through.
Mm.
And the gap is that we are experiencing this lifetime through our bodies, through this body that has a consciousness. And so because it has what we consider a feeling, a touch, a grab, we forget that we are also vibrating to create the mass.
Mm.
So once we can remember that, and once we realize that it's from the toroidal field, that it's the sacred geometry that's keeping everything together, then we can also remember that we really do have the ability to phase in and out, recollecting that mass. And so thus changing our, whether it's timeline or whether it's the frequency, better to match things. Now, I guess the biggest question, and we were also saying, was that everything is saying this, right? Like everything, like the ancient texts, people that are in hypnosis, channeling, you name it. Everywhere is talking about how we have the Maya, that all the world is a stage. Everything refers to this as being just this roles that we play, right? You see people that come out of hypnosis and they're like, oh my gosh, we were all playing roles. People that have near-death experiences. My question for you, or our question for you is, can you expand on this a little bit more and help us to understand how does that really benefit knowing this? How does that benefit our lives?
How can we create a better life?
Right.
Yep.
Seems like this is what we're supposed to remember.
The answer to your first question is, of course, we can expand on it. We could expand on it for all eternity, Master. Given the opportunity to be here and seated with you today, we want to support you in your perspective, but also inform you that you have a limitation to your perspective.
Yes.
That's good news, because we never will be finished in the knowing that we are the all. So, Master, the biggest disconnect for people, as you stated, in this comment of holographic is they think of holographic as etheric or transparent. There is different densities to holographic. That's the key. Okay?
Yeah.
So everything is holographic because everything that holds matter dissipates and disappears at some state. That makes it holographic. There is nothing that is permanently solid or permanently demonstrative of thought or emotion. That's what makes everything holographic. So through definition, holographic means it comes and it goes through perception, through vibration, through light reflection. And that is anything that is contained or collaborated in a materialistic form. So in other words, Master, everything that you think you see or that you hold as a truth or a belief is a holographic projected image of your thoughts and perceptions. That's amazing, because that means this. Your brain, Master, does not create thought. You can't think of anything that isn't. It receives thought. So there is no fantasy. There is no dreaming. Everything is. You are in receivership and in constant, continued demonstration and expansion of self. For we shall state that all source is all thought or consciousness. Your soul is the emotional processor of thought or the emotional processor of self, and through your perception of your emotions shall you demonstrate thought in an infinite amount of ways. Does that help you?
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness.
Yes.
So it's funny because one of the thoughts that came up, you guys are going to laugh, I really want to ask her where her top is from. And when you said, wow, this is everything that goes through is created. So that's just one of the
creator, Master. This is going to support, and we will support you throughout this whole dialogue. You are source. You are not a part of source. There is nothing outside of you that controls anything. You are the one that is creating your reality. So although you've reduced yourself in a form of an amnesic experience, you've gotten this, and you will reach for the stars and the galaxies and the numbers and the configurations and the geometric shapes. Master, it's all you in the demonstration of oneself. Now, we will not deny that they are delightful, useful tools.
Yes.
They are delightful aspects of all that you are. So we want you to play in them and relish them, but never let them govern you. So shall you never be governed by anything that is not you, for that is an impossibility. You are the all.
Wow. So when we have those random things, that ADHD thing, do we bring them in and honor them, or should I just go, wait, bye-bye?
Good question. So ADHD is an effect of the brain, Master. It is affected in the brain through metals and plastics. That is a truth. You were injected with metals and plastics when you arrived, therefore activating ADHD, all of the, what do we want to call, limited stated aspects of the brain. It's very intentional. The great news is that reduced all the way down to a physical aspect, Master, you could remove those metals and those plastics and be relieved of that phenomenon.
Wow.
Here's what is extraordinary. You as source will never be contained. And everything is vibration. Everything is energy. There's nothing woo about that.
I know.
The truth. That is
Yes.
the truth.
Yes.
When you are not of a vibrational aspect of fully embodying the truth that you are source, and that with a thought, you can move your materialistic avatar formation into any configuration that you choose, which you will eventually be able to get to that state. We can go all the way down to the physical scientific theories, and let's look at the particums, and let's look at brain activation. Your brain activation has been stifled. That's been, of course, intentional, but you can activate your brain. ADHD is a ricochet component, meaning that you have a thought that contains itself within a certain field of the brain and just bounces around. It doesn't expand out into other aspects of being able to expand it into other theories. It's caught in a box. Of repetition. And that box is created by plastics and metals. Does that help you?
Yes. How do we heal from that?
So on a very three-dimensional aspect, there are two forms that we support of an extreme detoxification process. One of them is chlorine dioxide protocol. You can follow chlorine dioxide protocol for about 30 days. Oxygen clears everything. It's pure oxygen. It's oxygen formation. You can look up information on that, although they don't want you to know the information on that, so they'll tell you it's bad, but we promise you can't be harmed by oxygen. We promise you cannot be harmed by oxygen. Master, you are oxygen. You are only oxygen, actually. You are oxygen in different formations. And then there are the extreme parasitical detoxes, but that comes with about a 16-day process of no food and enamine and getting things. There's protocols that you can follow, but that will remove plastics, parasites, and metals from all of your body and all of your organs. And of course, your brain is an organ.
Wow.
So these are very physical ways for you to do that. Can't harm you in any way, shape, or form, can only clean you and clear you. Here's what's amazing. The other thing that you can do, Masters, is you can literally take hydrogen peroxide, the little stuff that you buy in the brown bottle for a couple of dollars, and a couple of cotton balls, and rub your whole body with oxygen twice a day for about 2 weeks, because do you know what your biggest organ is?
Your skin.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, that's awesome.
That will help you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much for that.
We have a speaker, Fallon, and she talks about using the hyper oxygen chambers.
The hyperbaric, yes.
Different calibrations on the chambers, though, although none of it can harm you in any way, and all of it is a benefit for you. They generally will not calibrate the hyperbaric chamber to its full benefit for you, unfortunately, with good reason. But with repetition and in collaboration with other things, amazing things can happen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So I've got one other question, then we'll take some callers. And it's on a more personal level. At the beginning of the show, I was sharing that I have this little hip joint that is clanking around. And I am really hoping to create change through an energetic and a frequency shift, or a timeline shift, or a shift in whatever it is. Now, I do realize there's control kind of energy that goes above this. But my question, is that something that I can change? Or
Master, your source.
You
create everything.
But how?
So the very first thing is for you to move away from that extremely limited perspective. That's your first action. We're going to tell you what it's related to, fear of moving forward. That's
Okay.
what it is. That's what it is. So deal with your stuff.
I am.
Not efficiently, though.
Okay.
Your altered ego is in the way.
Yes.
You're in a hurry. You
Yep.
judge because you think you shouldn't be thinking those things. You think you should be doing those things.
What else?
Get out of your altered ego, Master. Get out of it. Okay? Get humble.
Okay.
And take a very loving and compassionate look at your heart and your soul. You have trauma from your childhood, and you can and will do that work once you have your guts full of what is showing itself as your resistance to your work. You are the most amazing being. Move forward with grace, compassion, and love for all that you are, Master, for there is nothing to fear in movement. There is nothing to fear in expansion, and there certainly is only joy in creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've been trying to move forward with grace. I just keep bumping up against all these patterns. All right, you guys go ahead and raise your hand if you would like to talk to Julius.
John, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a lot going on in my life. I wanted to ask about the hydrogen peroxide and what strength to use.
Great question. Great question.
But I also wanted to ask about my life path going forward.
Okay, let's approach the oxygen therapy first. It's just 3% hydrogen peroxide over the counter. It's the typical hydrogen peroxide that you pour on your boo-boos when you were little, right? It makes all the little bubbles, right? That's 3% hydrogen peroxide. You can drink it. It cannot hurt you. It cannot hurt you. In fact, we would recommend you brush your teeth with it. You put it on your skin, all types of things. Chlorine dioxide protocol is a little bit different. It's a higher concentrated drop formation, and there is a protocol to follow on that. We're going to go as far as telling you this. There is a gentleman named Jim Humble, Humble, and he does have a website. His daughter controls the website. He's been shut down by the government mostly because his hydrogen peroxide protocol can cure cancer in 4 days. 4 days. But what you want to look for is on either eBay or one of those sites, you want to look for one of his books that would give you protocol. It doesn't matter which one. He did several of them. He put several publications out with protocol. That's going to give you the answer to follow the hydrogen chlorine dioxide protocol, if that's what you want to do, versus the rubbing of the hydrogen 3% on your body. Does that help you?
Absolutely. I've had a really bad bout of cancer and I have ADHD. So.
Hey, if everybody needs to do it, honestly, Master, everybody needs to do it. You are not isolated. You are amazing. You are mostly amazing because you're listening and you are here. And isn't that lovely? Master, you don't have a life path. Isn't that fabulous? Your source. You get to choose whatever you want. That's seriously what we're going to tell you. Seriously. You buy into that there is some kind of agency outside of you that would plan that, and that is just not true. What you are inspired to create and experience is in alignment for you in the moment of now, and your soul only lives in the moment of now. It doesn't live in the future. It doesn't exist. There is only the moment of now, and your emotion of enthusiasm and adventurism and joy will guide you. What do you love? That's the question. What do you love, Master? Because that is your passion. Okay, there are 2 ways to know your passion. We will share that with you because that tends to be the largest mystery for all. There are 2 ways for embodied souls to come to the knowing of what their passion is, or maybe what they even feel is their soul's intention for an experience this time around. One is to already know it. From the time you were little, you were passionate about something, you absolutely loved something, you've known all along. Awesome. And the other one is your biggest difficulty that you have overcome. Does that help you?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. Take that, Master, and feel your way through it. Stop waiting for something to be given to you for a direction. It's right now, Master. Okay? And do not be frustrated because we didn't tell you, oh, by the way, you were supposed to be a heart surgeon, but you didn't do that. So let's pick from your 4 doors or options for you. There's no way you can do it wrong.
Yes.
Wow.
Your source. That's all you need to know. But this is what we will tell you. Move. Do something that brings you joy and fulfillment, Master, because that is will help you feel purposeful, not obligated, purposeful.
Cool.
But joy is what you came here to experience, or that you created this realm in order to experience. That is the truth. If you are not having joy in your life, find it, figure it, configure it, create it, demonstrate it, expand it, and know it, Master. That is the pathway of Source knowing itself in every experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
I feel like a lot of people could, myself included, definitely benefit from that. One of the questions I have about our business is that there seems to be so many different avenues for moving forward. And many times that can be a little bit confusing as to what are the next steps that we're supposed to do. Now, I feel like I'm already answering my question as I'm asking it, but whatever feels better and gives us joy to do. But sometimes there's a little bit of confusion and we can spread ourselves thin in our business if we get unfocused fast. Do you have any insight for us on that?
Of course, Master. It's all about flow and ease. It's flow and ease. What comes easy, that's what's next.
I'm liking this.
I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm just going to write.
I'm just going to write, and I'm going to write, and I'm going to write.
I'm like, but I need you to do something.
I know.
We got to do filming or whatever it is, right?
She's get dressed up. We're going to do these things. I'm just going to write.
It's ease and flow, Master. You hear it all the time. It's what aligns itself easily. That is what is the highest vibration in the moment of now. No resistance is the highest vibration in the moment of now. The moment that you hit resistance, it's a stall. Doesn't mean it won't come to fruition, but what happens in the moment of now is so magical. There's just no issues. But here's the thing. You've been programmed to doubt that. You've been programmed to think, oh, something's wrong. This is too easy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be complicated. It's supposed to be challenging. Well, you've been programmed. That's an inverted truth, Master. Everything flows with ease in accordance to frequency. You will send yourself runners. You are Source. And the runners will align themselves. You should have a bicycle wheel for your business. Many spokes on the wheel. Anybody who's doing only one thing is going to hit a wall. We'll guarantee you that.
Sure.
So many spokes will come into play. And when something feels joyous and magical to you, know that's a possibility for another spoke. But the only thing that reason that you're exhausted is you're trying to do all the things that are resistant. Only resistance drains. Fluid and alignment charges you, infuses you. So you will never be too busy with the things that resonate with you. Does that help you?
So much.
Yes, thank you.
What do you do when some of the resistance is some of your pre-programming?
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Okay.
You work on yourself, Master.
Yes.
Resistance is resistance about yourself, not anyone else.
Yeah.
When your frequency raises, low frequency won't even come into your neighborhood. Your trash will take itself out.
Love it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Like I've just been hit with some truth bombs. Shara, you're up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My question is twofold. I've had some very stressful weeks here lately, and I've been doing some...
Little louder.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've had some stressful weeks these past few weeks and been doing some healing work. But this morning I have very bad stress in my neck and back, upper back. And are there any emotions that I need to work through?
Are there any emotions, Master? Everything is emotion. Of course.
Yeah.
Self-judgment. You carry way too much burdens for other people. We want you to imagine that you're that, you see these movies and stuff where the children are carrying water, right? Boards on their shoulders and the water pails on the edges. That's what you're carrying. You're carrying the weight of others. And all of that has to do with your own self-judgment for not being good enough or not doing enough and seeking love from other people. That is what that is.
Okay. Thank you. And also, what am I waiting for?
That is a great question. That is a great question. You've been programmed to wait, and there is no other moment than the moment of now. The future does not exist in the sense of it being in the future. It is just another isness that your vibration carries you into. Ooh, that's a great conversation. So you get to re-listen to what we just said to you and start to embody the truth that the only thing you are waiting for is your fear of presentation of self.
Wow.
That's what we will tell you.
Thank you.
So presentation of self, that means that you're not willing to truly see, hear, be yourself. There's still something you're trying to do.
You've been punished. You've been judged. You have more fear of disapproval than expression.
Okay.
And that's some of the work that we need to excavate.
Everybody. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Here's what's interesting, Master. So we usually explain when people ask us what is a conscious journey, and we will say that is awareness of self as source.
Yes.
Because people will say awareness of self. Of what? Not as a human. You are not human. You are source, having a human experience. You are using the human experience to know another aspect or a perspective of yourself as the all. So conscious journey is coming back to the remembrance of all of that, but you cannot do that without loving yourself fully. And when you love yourself fully, you have no fear of others' perception of that which you are, for your knowing carries you.
Got it. Wow.
Didn't land this hard for me.
Thank you.
Wow. I feel like I'm
it won't matter where there won't be the need for proving. It won't matter. Like the worthiness comes from within. It won't.
Do you know why? Because you only prove something that you fear is not correct.
Correct. It's like I know that cognitively.
But if I know,
yeah.
When you know something, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. If somebody denies what you know, that's their issue.
Yes.
So proof only comes when you're trying to convince somebody that something could possibly be true. That's why righteousness has stepped in and everybody has to shove their belief systems down everybody else because they're more afraid that they could be wrong. And the more people that they get in agreement with their truth, it supports the value. So once you have a knowing, it is steadfast, Master. And whether somebody agrees with you or not makes no difference. It doesn't alter your state.
That's it right there.
So blessed be on their journey into doubtfulness.
Holy smoke.
Yes,
holy.
Love it. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, a couple more questions. Lena, you're up. Or Lana. Lena or Lana?
I think it's Lana. Yes. Hi. You're a little
We
muffled.
actually can't hear you from your mic. Can you try one more time? No. Sorry. I'm going to go to the next one.
Maybe
if you
try
can do
without,
anything with
without
your mic,
headset. Yeah, maybe try without your headset, and we'll try to bring you back on.
All right. So the person that I just unmuted, you're up. There you go.
You might have to mute.
Okay.
There.
Great.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hi.
You can ask
Do you have
your
a question?
My question is, I've been feeling very tired. Super tired. I don't know why. Last night, I went to bed at 8:30 and I woke up at almost 6 o'clock this morning. And I feel like I didn't sleep.
I've had that.
You're experiencing all the timeline shifts. Hedron colliders, there's 3 of them. They're projecting altered hedron colliders right now to interfere with timelines. It's a controlled battle that's going on behind the scenes energetically always. So you're experiencing timeline shift variations. Our recommendation or suggestion to you would be grounding techniques, extreme grounding techniques. Number one, every single person out there should be sleeping on a grounding sheet. No question about it. You can do your research on them and you can do the technology behind it. We're just telling you, everybody needs to be sleeping on a grounding sheet. You are so off kilter in negative energies during the day. You need positive grounding energies for you to sleep restfully at night. The other thing is your medications are also keeping you awake. They've shifted and altered more than likely the ingredients on any prescriptions that you are taking, even vitamins, and they're keeping the hormonal flow in your brain in opposition. So melatonin puts you to sleep, Mel puts you to sleep, Sarah wakes you up, serotonin, and they've worked very hard to create an opposition in the flow of those two hormones, disrupting everybody's sleep so that they cannot reconfigure their nervous system, so that they cannot receive their intuition and their downloads. So we recommend extreme grounding techniques. Do earthing, do grounding, do meditation, do yoga, and stop trying to do so much. Your body is telling you to rest. Go ahead and nap. Go ahead and sit down. But their timeline shifts have increased right now. There is no projection for however long they're going to keep doing that, but they are going to continue to increase it. It is our intuition, our own intuition, is that will slow down right around the month of February.
Oh, so that's why I feel so tired.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well,
Oh, yes. And a lot of people are getting headaches. So lots of headaches, like behind the eye headaches,
yes.
third eye headaches. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't do anything as a painkiller. Don't do anything, to block your nervous system. What you want to do is you want to bring light into your body, drink lots of water, and get on the ground, earth. Water is wonderful. Water is a conduit for electricity. Get in the bathtub. Even in the shower, you can let that water run over you and imagine that there's a beam of light that's down in the center of the earth, running right through your body all the way up into an eternal aspect of yourself, and just pass that energy up and down. Minimum of 7 times will clear that headache right away from you.
Nice.
Thank you. That I haven't been grounded. I've been in bed because I had an operation 2 weeks ago, so I haven't even gone outside. So I will ground.
You can even get yourself a bowl and you put soil in it and run your hands in it.
Oh, good.
But you could also get, many people love the little shiny tumblers of different types of crystals. It really doesn't matter what kind of crystal. And you can roll your hands in and create like a little bowl and use that for your hands and your feet.
I love that. Especially since my grandmother's in the hospital right now. And I just worry because she loves to be outside. And she can't walk for right now because her legs are weak. So I think the idea of bringing the earth to her is a great idea.
How are you guys?
Okay, that's wonderful. I even sleep in a grounding sheet.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't work.
Love it. We had a question on the chat that said, I would like to ask your advice how to be an observer.
Oh, detachment. So this is really a question about detachment. So you are either the doer or the observer. That's how you create your reality. And you're just trying to do for everybody else. That's the issue. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. That's the answer. Okay?
I hear you.
Seriously.
Yes.
You aren't here to fix everything. You can't fix everything. And nobody else wants you to, honestly. They really don't.
No.
Everybody is on their own journey. Stop being so controlling. Stop being so dominant. We know that you do this out of love. We know that you are, but you need to stay in your lane. You're literally driving on a 6-lane highway doing this. Here, I'm just going to control all the traffic. I'm going to keep everybody safe. I'm going to keep everybody under the speed limit. Okay? Stay in your lane. Handle your own creations, your own opportunities, and you will calm your nervous system down. And that is perceived to be an action of detachment from controlling everybody else, which moves you into the observer of everyone else. You're the doer of your experience, Master, and the observation and the doing action is how your world rolls out for you. You can't remove either one of those articles or you wouldn't be here. It's when you're overwhelmed by the doing of other people's experience. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, she was at the chat. So we will see if she responds, but I think it made sense to me.
Yeah, in quantum physics, reality is created through the doer and the observer effect simultaneously. So your life is both of those always. You can't never not be in observation of your existence. It's when you're overwhelmed by doing it for everybody else that you practice the art of detaching from being the doer or the observer for someone else's experience. Does that help you?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. She responded, yes, thank you very much. Wow. I feel like all these messages are for all of us too.
Yeah. Yes.
We're like, yeah, I got some level of that. Yeah.
And even for those who listen on the replay, I absolutely know that there are some people that are going to be benefited by these information. And if you don't think it's for you, just go back and listen to the replay again, because there are messages that I believe will emerge.
Yeah. And usually when you stop listening is when that message is for you. And I've noticed that I've glitched out a couple times.
So those are the ones you need to go back and listen to again.
I need to listen to this whole call again.
Me too. Me too.
Wow.
For sure.
Wow. I kind of self-identify myself, and I used to take pride in it being a control freak. What advice do you have for us control freaks on this call?
We would ask you what you are avoiding within yourself that you feel the need to control everyone and everything around you.
Okay. Wow.
Somebody who is in a state of true love has no need to control anything. Self-love.
Yeah.
So when you are a control freak, you are lacking self-love. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it?
Nice and easy answer for you, Master. Applying it is the opportunity that you have yet to experience.
Correct. Understand it, but I'm not being it.
See, I'm the opposite. I didn't boast about being a control freak, but for some reason I was always in that role. and then that became my modus operandi. Then it became very normal for me to want to fix everything for everyone, just because I always saw things fall together better than everyone else, it felt like.
So, Master, control is an action of fear, so it seems that you have been so proud of being fearful.
Probably.
Yes.
Okay?
Probably. Oh, wow.
Love brings calm and peace and allowance. And you will be in so much joy when you can make the declaration that I simply allow the isness of all, and that is my state of being.
Yes. Yes. I've definitely gotten better. I quit taking care of my mom. No, there you go. And it's been a beautiful,
and you're trying to prove all the reasons that you're gotten better.
Exactly. But it has been a beautiful migration of allowing other people to just do. And she ended up doing her own beautiful thing. So it's wonderful.
Great. Kasey made a very special offer for this group, a very special offer. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up.
Kasey, how did the time fly by?
It doesn't it?
So it does. It's really enjoyable.
It is. It's always really nice when time flies by. That just means that there's so much enthusiasm involved.
Yes.
So thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah. So the offer actually is just a straight discount off a personal reading. My team just really felt like that may be what somebody really feels into. So we offer all different types of reading options on our website. But this is such a great opportunity for you to ask the deep questions about yourself with Julius. And we always really want to give everybody that opportunity. So that's what this is. It's a straight discount on a 30-minute session. It's a great way to try out the sessions. If it end up resonating with you, then you can move into the hour-long sessions or packages and things like that. But we always want to give everybody the opportunity for some sampling. And so that's what that is.
Is this a one-time offer? So they can only use it once? Okay, great.
But you could purchase it for somebody else. That's all that we ask. So it can be gifted.
Okay.
And so that's really good news. Now everybody's going to be like, can I gift it myself? I gifted it back to myself.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas time.
And Julius will never deny you. Will
Oh,
never
how
deny
sweet,
you.
how sweet. I believe that.
There's just no way that Julius is going to deny you. The only thing that I can tell everybody is this is something that I do recommend. Julius will jam pack that 30 minutes for you.
Yeah.
It will be recorded for you, so you can go back and listen. But it's a great thing to prepare for the reading by maybe having a list of questions. Maybe, up to about 3 questions that you can, because sometimes people love a rapid fire application with Julius, bam, and try to get as many questions. Other people love to just sit in this deep saturation of one topic. But think about the way you want the reading to go. The only thing that Julius will not do is throw anybody else under the bus. So don't ask him about whether your husband's having an affair or if you're girlfriend. They won't do that. But they could help you deal with why do you feel something is off.
Yes.
Work with your energy. So that's the
I
one
love
thing
that.
I want to remind everybody. And they will not give investment advice.
Wow. And you were saying something using the word prediction earlier.
Yeah.
Is that actually something that you can look at their timeline and predict within?
So Julius
Depends,
doesn't
or-
buy into predictions. They say you're
Okay.
creating your experience all along.
That's what I was thinking.
Having said that, there is a projection field for us. So we definitely do support psychics, intuitives, card readers, and things like that. We, as human beings, a lot of times get stuck in a vibrational field. That's how our lives become mundane. And when that happens, you can read a trajectory range. So that does have some truth for it. If you own your energy and you're configuring your energy, then you're going to create everything for your own self. So a lot of that is all about where you are. But Julius usually will not tell you what is coming, but what they can usually tell you is based on who you are today,
Yes.
likely is that this could be what you experience. So does that help?
Yeah. So if you're really fluid and already in your flow, then it may be a little bit off than if you're just complacent.
Yeah, and you can change everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yep.
There's nothing more fearful than going to a reader and sometimes it's like death, bankruptcy, and you go, not for me. That's the
Yes.
in my reading.
Yeah. Wow. It is reassuring if a psychic will say you're never going to be living under a bridge when you feel like you're being, but
control that. I know that I'm never going to, that is not I'm unavailable for that.
You are.
Right.
I'm unavailable for that.
So I won't have that happen.
But then I guess then there's the other side of it. What are you available for, and how far out does that go?
Correct.
Is that a billionaire?
Yes.
Not for everyone. What I think the next question I wanted, and maybe just to tap on, like your destiny, because in some way I feel that I was destined for something similar to an idea in my head from like a child, a very small child. I was always on this more elitist, snobby kind of area.
So to replace the word destiny with intention is far more empowering.
Even if it like came from the field to you.
I think that was the field.
Duh.
You created it.
Yeah.
Now,
Master, work on your perception that there's forces outside of you that control things or choose things for you. That is a truth. When you live in that perception, because you're surrendering and you're creating that reality.
That makes sense.
When you come back into ownership, you won't even think about destiny. You're just going to think about the creative aspect of what you choose now and next. Okay? It's a very empowered state. Destiny implies that you could miss it.
Yes, but you can't mess it up.
Except I feel like I slowed myself down along the way. I had this vision when I was 5 or 6 about me being in this gorgeous gown on these marble floors with this spiral staircase. And I felt that I would have done that by the time I was 50. And so I feel like there was a part of me that rejected this elitist vision that I had from when I was like 6 to 8. And it recently came out in a therapy session. So that's why I am just still playing with these energies.
Yeah, Master, you may have anything that you choose. And the only reason that something has not appeared for you is your doubt that it will, or that you've changed your perception about it.
So
That's it.
Great. That's pretty simple.
Yeah. It's powerful.
It's like miles deep, but really simple.
Powerful. It is very powerful. And it's so funny how the most powerful things seem to be super simple. It's like we want to overcomplicate them. Just like how we were talking about the business. I want to make it more tough.
Because you're a tough gal.
I'm knocking that off.
Do you use this word badass all the time?
I do use the word badass.
Remember that tough is resistance.
Yeah.
And resistance strains. Okay? Ease. Starting
I'm
to
so over.
ease.
Yes.
Ease.
Yes.
Okay?
That just feels better when we say it.
Yeah, it's a word. It's a frequency.
It is a
it's
word.
a thought.
It's a
Yeah.
frequency. And you've been programmed with it. Everybody's been programmed invertedly. It is the truth. You're going to work your way through it. You're going to work it through one experience at a time as you figure out that all you have to do is see things differently. Nobody has any problems. Nobody has any problems. Everyone has situations. You choose whether it's a problem or not.
Real talk. Yes.
Yeah. One speaker once said, there's never a problem it always has a solution. Like
There's
you couldn't.
no problems.
Yeah. There's
And
no
I
problems.
say it's
There's situations and experiences.
And their experiences.
Your perception either turns it
into a problem.
or an opportunity.
yes.
Great.
And I always say that there's more possibilities instead of solutions.
Yeah,
I like
I
possibilities.
like that too.
One of the things I was going to ask as we get closer to wrapping up here, if there was a takeaway message that you would have Julia share with the audience today, what would that look like?
Your source. Here's the message. You are source. And even though that has a very airy-fairy, how do I apply that connotation to it? It's the answer for everything for you, Master, if you choose to move into that truth. So shall the extraordinary be known. That is the truth. We will always bring you that conversation, always. And we will support you in the knowing that you are source. You cannot fail. You shall never cease to exist. And we hope that brings you joy.
It
Wow.
does.
My gosh, thank you. I feel
Elated.
oh my gosh. Like I could have a conversation with you every single day.
I know.
And actually.
Yay. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you both.
Thank you.
So much.
Oh my gosh, it was
for
so
having
amazing.
us, right?
Welcome back
And the
anytime.
collective of us, yes.
Yes. So many great messages on the chat. I can't see them, but I can see that lots of people have hearts and what a call. Thank you.
There you go.
Lana has hearts. Other people have great calls. And wow, this unfolded. All the questions I had recently. Thank you.
Love that, Renee.
And little hands. Yes, I love it too.
Yeah.
Oh, the truth
It's
is
all
always
pretty
simple.
simple,
Yeah.
but miles deep. No, actually, I should never say that ever again.
No.
I thought it was cheeky the first time, but you know what? There's a limiting belief right there. They're all around me.
It's just
Get them off.
And
That's the rug with the fleas.
That's fine.
Okay. I have so many questions still.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you guys. My goodness. Again, the link is houtehustle.com/Kasey with a K. Kasey.
And
houtehustle.com/Kasey.
Kasey will join us for the summit as well. So we'll be back here in January to kick off a really fun summit that really just, the whole summit's going to be really fun. And we're calling it Crazy Rich Free and Free to Be. And really stepping into this, all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Lyanca's word to get that was shine like a diamond.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be
see.
what every single conversation is going to shine light on from different perspectives. Perspectives of the diamond. It'll be a whole rainbow.
facets, right?
The prism.
Thank you.
Oh my
Kasey.
goodness,
Have a
Kasey
good
is so
one.
amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
A couple more announcements. Again, we were talking about the summit, and that is January 5th through the 9th. We're going to have 3 speakers a day. We start at 9 a.m. Pacific, and we will go for, again, speaker. So be ready to come with your questions.
Yep.
We'll be taking them live, and we'll be moving through and really setting you up for having an amazing 2026. It's going to be so juicy.
It's a full-on immersion, you guys. You're going to want to be there for every little bit of it. And we have this cool little cheeky play that we're going to do for Christmas. So make sure that you do open your email during the Christmas holiday, because we've got some really fun free surprises in there.
Yay.
Yeah.
And that's what we've got.
Yeah.
Also want to remind
Mystique,
Go ahead.
if you would like to join our inner circle, just reply to one of our emails. We have an inner circle that we do once a month. It's $37 a month. If you'd like to look at that or look into it or get a link for that, please just email us at team@houtehustle.com. Our next time that we're going to meet is next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
And we are still doing a trial. So if you wanted to get a taster, again, email us so that you can be invited to that. We will send you a link to join us.
Yeah.
It'll be really exciting. Also, want to remind you that.
Go ahead. Sessions too. Is that what you're going to remind them of?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you can.
I was just going to remind them about Rising Up.
Oh, okay. So Lyanca and I, for this week only, we are actually extending it through Sunday because I forgot to put it in the newsletter. But Lyanca and I have discount sessions, but you have to buy them before Sunday. And then the prices will actually double in price, by the way, coming the next year.
You don't have to book for Sunday. Like, you can book anytime.
Right.
You get a link. You'll get a link that
you can book
Can I
in,
finish?
in 2026. Sorry.
I'll shush.
We're really bad at the intro. The end ones, are we?
You can book anytime from now and extend it all the way out through January in 2026. So.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh,
On top of her. And I'm not a control freak at all.
Oh, we have fun here. I just want to also remind you that we support women and youth-related causes. Right now, we're supporting rising.up.org. It's an organization that was started by kids. They're now young students, and they repair laptops and tablets to give to other students and kids in need. Also, and for use in wellness and education. And they are supporting teachers in their classrooms. So they are doing some repairs for the computers in
really
the
awesome.
classrooms as well. So that's what we've got. Anyway, we just wanted to take a little time to enjoy the woo. Have a great one, y'all.
Bye, everyone.